All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the fourth and final game of our quadruple header. We have the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Carolina comes in at 3-10. They've been eliminated from the playoffs already. Dallas at 7-6, trying to stay alive in the NFC playoff picture. If Dallas were to lose this game, the New York Giants will win the NFC East. The Giants would have a 3-game lead with 2 games left. Evil Dead, he's 3-0 today. Evil Dead is now 125-78. He's 47 games over 500. He just needs 3 games to tie his record last season with 50 over. And we still have over 2 weeks left in the season for him to do that, plus the postseason. So he's got plenty of games to do that. Somebody's texting me. No. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Dallas, Texas for this one. The Panthers and the Cowboys here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The Panthers just playing for pride. The Cowboys trying to keep their slim hopes alive. Evil Dead likes Dallas in this one. This is the rematch of the game where the Panthers missed 4 extra points earlier in the season. If you remember that game, they got rid of their kicker after that and got a new one. Dallas won that game because of the 4 missed extra points. Dallas won by 3 when they should have lost by 1. Cowboys will get the opening kickoff. We're underway. And a short kick, fielded at the 12, and brought back by Darryl Porter out to the 31-yard line. Starting quarterback Carson Beck, in his second year out of the University of Georgia. Dallas can get to 8-6 and stay alive in the NFC wildcard picture if they can get a win today. If they were to lose, then the Giants would win the NFC East. The Giants would kind of back their way in. Cowboys come out. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and 10. The Giants would be the first team to clinch their division. They hand off to Baxter to the 29. Baxter loses 2 yards. Myers comes up. Levi Myers, the safety, in his 5th year out of Hawaii, making the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 12. Evil Dead has gotten 3 in a row right, looking to make it a clean sweep. 2nd and 12 for the Cowboys, back at the 29-yard line. Four wide. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd down. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's caught by Jerome Stewart out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 21 as Viking Skywalker has joined us on our 4th game. Viking Skywalker, give us a pick. Evil Dead has Dallas in this one. Good to see Viking. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Cowboys come out in the eye. Beck under center. Viking Skywalker going with Dallas. Beck throws and caught by the tight end, Nick Stevens, out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 12 and another Dallas first down. The Panthers at 3-10. They've been eliminated. And the Cowboys at 7-6. 5 wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun on 1st down. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's caught by Tom Plant down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Our fourth game today, our first game, Miami destroyed New England 31-3. And then the Buccaneers beat the Bears. And the game that just ended, hold on, 2nd and 4 from the 33-yard line. Beck under center. Beck looking. Beck throws near side and caught, but out of bounds, incomplete. No, he caught it inbounds. Making the catch, number 34, the fullback, Taylor Burton, down to the 28-yard line. First down, Dallas. In the game right before this, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Chargers, and the Chiefs have clinched a playoff spot. 1st and 10 from the 28. Beck on the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws and caught by Jerome Stewart all the way down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 27. Jerome Stewart in his 5th year out of Texas A&M. 1st and goal, Dallas. Nice opening drive by the Cowboys so far. 1st and goal from the 1. Opening drive of the ball game. Everybody in tight. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown run by Sam Baxter. And Dallas takes the opening kickoff, marches down the field, and gets a touchdown. And they take a 6-0 lead with 5:31 left to play in the first quarter. And now Robert Riker, the rookie out of Iowa, for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Cowboys lead at 7-0. Nice way to start the game for Dallas, as they take a 7-0 lead. It's 9 o'clock. It's past 9 and Misty's still up. What's up with that? People. You got to stop letting what people say online bother you. It's not worth it. Riker will kick off. From the 3-yard line on the return for the Panthers, number 80, Bruce Hammond, in his 4th year out of Montana, out to the 27-yard line. Starting quarterback, Luke George, the rookie out of Cal Berkeley. There he is right there. Want to give you a heads up. I will not be having football tomorrow, but we'll be streaming our D&D game tomorrow again at 1:30 Eastern, if you want to check it out, live from the Rogan Raven. And then we'll have a quadruple header on Sunday at 6 Eastern. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. George hands off to Darrell Holt, and Holt to the 29. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Darrell Holt, the 10th year back out of Maryland. As we're coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. 4 wide, 2nd and 7. George in the shotgun. George drops back, throws outside, and caught by Cunningham out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. John Cunningham in his 4th year out of Oregon, the wide receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. 4:55 left to play here in the first quarter. Clock is moving. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. Moore in motion. George throws outside, caught by Moore, the tight end, Jaron Moore, in his 2nd year out of Notre Dame. A gain of 3 for the first down, out to the 39-yard line. First down, Carolina. On 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the near side. George in the shotgun. George drops back. George looking, throws, and it's caught. Making the catch, Bruce Hammond, out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 14 yards. Somebody got shaken up on the play. Number 96, Orlando Sanders, the defensive end in his 8th year out of Illinois. 1st and 10 Carolina at the Dallas 47-yard line. Timeout called with 4:27 left in the quarter. Injury timeout. And now the Panthers come out. 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Cunningham in motion. George drops back. George looking. George in trouble now. Rolls out. He's going to take off. And Luke George makes a nice move down the sideline all the way down to the 19-yard line. Wow. 28 yards on the carry. That spin move faked out everybody. Right here, watch this. Well, actually, it was afterwards. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Carolina tried to tie it up. Cowboys score a touchdown on the opening drive. And the Panthers down to the Cowboy 19-yard line. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 4 wide. George under center. George draws back, throws, and caught. Making the catch, Philip Lee, the tight end, the rookie out of Southern Miss, down to the 9-yard line, a gain of 10. Make it a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 3:35 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 1 for the Panthers at the Cowboy 9. George in the shotgun. George looking. George throws near side and is caught by Holt out of the backfield, but he gets nothing. No gain. Tackle made by Greg Phillips, the safety, in his 9th year out of Texas A&M. It'll be 30 inches from the 9-yard line. Nice tackle by Phillips. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. Hands off to Holt. Gets the first down to the 5. A gain of 4 for Darryl Holt, the 10th year back out of Maryland. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, on the tackle. The 10th year linebacker out of UTEP. 1st and goal, Carolina at the Dallas 5. George under center. Hands off. Nope. Play action. Throws. Back of the end zone. Caught by Lee. Touchdown, Carolina. Great catch by Philip Lee, the tight end. A 4-yard touchdown grab. I don't know how he caught this. It was Cowboys all around him. But he comes down with it. And now the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this one up. Chris Jackson. He was not on the Panthers the last time these two teams played. Kick is up. And it's good. The rookie out of Tennessee makes the extra point. That's something the Panthers failed to do the last time they played Dallas several weeks back. We're tied at 7. 2:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. So both teams score touchdowns on their opening drives. Yep, good old memories. That's right. There's the kick, another short kick. Fielded at the 17 this time. And returning it is Darryl Porter, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Miami, out to the 31-yard line. 2:43 left to play in the first quarter. Cowboys and Panthers tied at 7. Carolina just playing for pride. They're 3-10. They've been eliminated already. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking, throws. Oh, he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. Tried to hit Jerome Stewart. Coming in on the blitz, the safety blitz, Levi Myers in his 5th year out of Hawaii. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Five wide for Dallas. Beck on the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Beck draws back. Throws and caught coming across by Tom Plant out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 8. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Plant in his 12th year out of Texas Christian. Went to school in Dallas, then he plays for Dallas. Davis has joined us. The Patriots lost to the Dolphins earlier tonight. Davis 31-3. It wasn't funny. They hand off to Baxter, and Baxter to the 40-yard line. He's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and 1. Wade Sullivan on the tackle, the linebacker in his 5th year out of Michigan. It'll be 4th down for the Cowboys. Dallas will punt. Andrew Jamison comes in. 5th year punter out of USC as the Panthers get a stop. Jamison gets the punt away. No, they won't. They were eliminated earlier today. And the punt goes to the end zone. Touchback. And Carolina will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Luke George, the quarterback, the rookie out of California, Berkeley, will lead the Carolina offense. Panthers can take the lead on this drive. 3 wide to the near side. George in the under center on 1st and 10. George hands off to Darrell Holt. And Holt picks up a yard to the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Our 4th game today. The Dolphins beat the Patriots. The Bucks beat the Bears. And the Chiefs beat the Chargers. All before this. All those games on YouTube now. On 2nd and 9, they hand off to Holt. And Holt to the 20. Virtually no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. Tackle made by Don Phillips, the linebacker in his 8th year out of UCLA. 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. One minute left in the quarter. 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. George draws back. In trouble. Throws and caught. No, incomplete. Broken up at the last second. Breaking up the pass, Ben Patton, the 3rd-year safety out of Tennessee. Intended for Bruce Hammond. Incomplete. 4th down, Carolina. They'll have to punt. Back to punt, Derek White, 10th-year punter out of Notre Dame. White gets the punt away. And that'll be fair caught at the 48-yard line. Coming in for the fair catch, Jamal Banks in his 2nd year out of Nebraska. Dallas will have great field position at their own 48-yard line with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Dallas trying to get to 8-6. That would vastly improve their playoff chances in the NFC. The Bears' loss improves Dallas's chances now. In the I formation, Beck under center. Beck, play action, and he's going to get sacked by Wade Sullivan back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 19 yards. The 5th-year linebacker out of Michigan. It'll be 2nd and 19 as we watch the replay. .35 seconds left in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. No football tomorrow. We'll be back with a quadruple header on Sunday at 6 Eastern. We'll have our D&D game at 1:30 Eastern tomorrow, thereabouts. On 2nd and 19, Beck hands off to Baxter, and Baxter to the 42-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 16. Tackle made by Martin Gates, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of California, Berkeley. And that's the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, we start the second quarter. 3rd and 16 for the Cowboys at their own 42. Beck in the shotgun, looking. Beck, looking, throws deep. And he had to wait for it, Jerome Stewart, and it was knocked away by Dwayne Smith, the 10th year defensive back out of Clemson. Jerome Stewart had to wait for that football. It hung up in the air. He was open for a while, but Dwayne Smith was able to close ground and knock it away. Andrew Jameson will punt for the Cowboys on 4th and 16. Gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 15 by John Cunningham, the 4th year receiver out of Oregon. 1st and 10 for the Panthers now. We're still tied at 7 in the second quarter, and Carolina will start from their own 15. Who do they play next week? Dallas plays the Giants. If the Cowboys win this game, that would be a big game. If they lose, it loses its luster. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Moore in motion. George looking. George rolls out. And George is going to take off. And Luke George out to the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 22 yards. And a first down for the Panthers. Yeah, next week Dallas plays at the Giants. And Carolina plays at the Jets. They'll both be heading to New York next week. First and 10, Carolina. They'll have it at their own 37-yard line. 7:25 left in the first half. We're tied at 7. Panthers come out. Everybody in tight. George under center. George hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt to the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle made by Dylan Richmond, the 11th year linebacker out of USC. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt, a big gain down the sideline. Holt all the way out to the 24-yard line. 36 yards, Darryl Holt on the carry. Ben Patton finally makes the tackle. First down, Panthers at the Cowboy 24. Carolina may be eliminated from the playoffs, but they have come to play today. 4 wide, George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George to Holt once again, and another big gain. Down to the 14, a gain of 10. Another Panther first down. Wesley Keaton on the tackle this time. The 12th year defensive back out of Missouri. Forget Tennessee, already have. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, 4 wide. George under center. George to Holt once again. A flag is down. George goes down at the 15-yard line. Holding on the Panthers. On Jared Moore, the tight end. 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 back at the 24-yard line. George under center, single back. 1st and 20, George back. Looking, throws down the middle, incomplete. He threw it behind his intended receiver. He was looking for Jared Moore, the tight end. 2nd and 20 at the 24-yard line. Panthers come out, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George draws back, throws, and caught by Philip Lee down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 11. The big tight end, the rookie out of Southern Miss. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the Cowboy 13-yard line. They get a first down at the 4. 4 wide. George in the shotgun on 3rd down. George draws back, throws to the end zone, and he overthrows Jared Moore, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And Carolina will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 30-yard kick by Chris Jackson to give the Panthers the lead. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Carolina leads it 10-7. Carolina takes the lead for the first time with 5:12 left to play here in the first half. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. More football on Sunday. We won't have any tomorrow. Our schedule on Sunday, we'll have 4 games. Atlanta at Houston, Green Bay at Minnesota, Detroit at Denver, and Seattle at the Raiders. There's the kickoff, and that'll start at 6 Eastern on Sunday. A short kick fielded at the 16-yard line by Jamal Banks, and Banks brings it out to the 36-yard line. Cowboys will have it first and 10, down 10-7 with 5:08 left to play in the first half. If the Cowboys lose, the Giants win the NFC East. The Giants would have a 3-game lead with 2 games left. Dallas would not be able to catch them. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. George drops back. Or not George, Beck. And Beck gets sacked back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 10 yards. Sack made by Dwayne Gates, the 5th-year linebacker out of Arizona. Loss of 10 will be 2nd and 20. As we watch the replay, this would be a stunning upset if the Panthers were to win this game. Giants fans rooting for Carolina. That would make the Cowboy-Giant game next week pretty much meaningless. Except for the Cowboys trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Giants still have a shot at home field as well, if they can win out. 2nd and 20 from the 26-yard line. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Across the 30, across the 40, and Baxter out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 20. And a first down for Dallas. Sam Baxter, the 12th-year back out of USC, the Heisman Trophy winner. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 46-yard line. 4:20 left in the first half. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter trying to get outside. Picks up 2 to the 48-yard line. Dwayne Gates, the linebacker, on the tackle for Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Panthers up by 3. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Beck drops back. Beck throws near side and caught by Charlie Marshall across midfield to the 41-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Dallas first down. First and 10 for the 41-yard line. In the offset eye, Beck under center. Beck hands off to Baxter. A big gain, and Baxter down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Dallas. Nice drive by the Cowboys so far. They've marched down to the Carolina 30-yard line. 3:17 and counting. Here in the first half, Cowboys come out in the offset eye once again. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter again. And Baxter to the 25. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. We have a good crowd here on this late Friday night. This is our 4th game today. The final game of our quadruple header. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck drops back, throws outside, and caught by Plant out to the 18-yard line. A gain of 7, and that'll be a Dallas first down. Tom Plant on the catch. 2.5 minutes left to play until halftime. Carolina up 10-7. First and 10, Dallas at the Panther 18. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. Beck to Baxter, and Baxter gets hit in the backfield, a loss of 2 yards. Tackle made by 94, Trevor Norton, the rookie defensive tackle out of Missouri. It'll be 2nd and 12. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here at AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, Week 15, here at Jammin' Sports. Panthers up 10-7. 2nd and 12 from the 20. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks downfield. Throws near side and caught by Plant down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 12. Gain of 11. It'll be 3rd and 1, just shy of the marker. But it's 3rd and manageable now for the Cowboys. 3rd and 1 from the 8-yard line. They come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Throws to the end zone, and it's tipped incomplete. Broken up by Tucker Smith, the 9th-year safety out of Arkansas. And that'll bring up 4th down. Does Dallas go for it? 4th and 1, or do they kick the field goal? They're going to go for it. Dallas wants the lead. 4th and 1 from the 8-yard line. They come out in the eye. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Gets the first down. 5 yards to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Cowboys. As we're coming up on 1 minute left in the half. Nice drive by Dallas to try to take the lead before halftime. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and goal. Beck looking. Beck looking, throws, caught, touchdown. Charlie Marshall, a 3-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys go up 13-7. Charlie Marshall in his 4th year out of Fresno State. And now Robert Riker will come on for the extra point. Nice Cowboy drive to take the lead right before halftime. Riker for the point after. Snap, kick is up. Oh, it's blocked. The Panthers block it. They can pick it up. They can score a point here. This is rare. Marching down the sideline, Eric O'Neill. And it's a 2-point return play for Carolina. That is the first time that has happened in Sim season history since Sim season 25. A 2-point play for the Panthers, and it's 13-12. Eric O'Neill returns the block extra point for 2 points for Carolina. Wow. It's been 11 seasons since that's happened. And now the Cowboys will kick off up by 1. From the 7-yard line, on the return, John Cunningham out to the 25-yard line. Wow, we haven't seen that in a long time. The last time that happened was the Saints against the Rams back in Sim Season 25. The Saints returned one. It's been 11 seasons. So it's a 1-point Cowboy lead with 39 seconds left. You don't see that every day, is right. That's a live ball if it's blocked. 4 wide, George back to throw. George is going to take off, and George gets the first down. Luke George out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 25. I think the Cowboys are still in shock from that play. Carolina still has 3 timeouts, 31 seconds. They're looking to take the lead before halftime. 1st and 10 from midfield. 4 wide, George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and it's caught by Jared Moore to the 41-yard line, a gain of 9. Carolina takes a timeout with 26 seconds left in the half. I don't either. They play so bad one week and then they play well the next. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 41. They lost to the Eagles last week, but it was a close game. On 2nd and 1, George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and he overthrows Philip Lee, the tight end. It'll be third down. 23 seconds left until halftime. Our first blocked extra point return in 11 seasons. 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 3rd and 1. George looking, throws underneath, and it's caught by John Cunningham out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be first down. The Panthers take a timeout. 18 seconds left. They have 1 timeout remaining. Panthers not quite in field goal range. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. George drops back, throws, and it's caught. No, dropped. Incomplete. J.T. Franklin couldn't hold on. TikTok hit one pumps in the house. I'm just going to say TikTok. How you doing, TikTok? 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. 15 seconds left in the half. 4 wide. George in the gun. Panthers trying to get a field goal before halftime. George throws to the end zone. He's got a man. Caught. Touchdown. Panthers. Bruce Hammond. A 36-yard touchdown catch. George just looped it up there, and Hammond ran under it. And the Panthers scored touchdown before halftime and retake the lead. He got a step on Aaron Jefferson and caught it for the touchdown. Wow. Yeah, you're right, Viking. Because the Cowboys won by 3, and the Panthers missed 4 extra points. They would have won that game. Panthers lead it now 18-13. And now Chris Jackson, the new kicker because of that game, will kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers lead by 6. Boy, Panthers, they've come to play even though they're eliminated from the playoffs already at 3 and 10. Crazy game is right, Davis. 10 seconds left. Carolina will kick off. It's a wild first half here in Dallas. Chris Jackson, the rookie out of Tennessee, is the kicker they brought in after they got rid of Hudson Bronner, the one who missed 4 extra points in that game against Dallas earlier this season. There's the kick from the goal line. On the return, this will be Darryl Porter out to the 26-yard line. 7 seconds left until halftime. Panthers up by 6. If the Cowboys lose, the Giants win the NFC East. If the Cowboys win, they have a chance to catch the Giants next week. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line in the offset eye. They hand off to Baxter. It's a give-up play. They'll go to halftime. A 1-yard gain. And they'll just let the clock run out. Halftime. Panthers 19, Cowboys 13 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We go to the third quarter. Cuddles is in the house. Everybody say hi to Cuddles. Happy belated Thanksgiving, Cuddles. She's my IT. Riker will kick off. The Panthers will get the ball first from the 3-yard line. Cunningham on the return, and Cunningham out to the 26-yard line. Panthers up by 6. They'll have it first. 1st and 10. Cuddles will be helping me stream tomorrow in our D&D game from the strip joint, the Rogan Raven, as Evil Dead calls it. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Carolina up by 6. Yeah, we miss Cuddles when she's not here. Can't you feel the love, Cuddles? George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hands off to Darrell Holt. And Holt out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. Kerry Rule on the tackle for Dallas. We're all about the love here at Jammin' Sports. 2nd and 6 from the 30-yard line. 4 wide, George under center. George hands off to Holt. Nope. Play action, throws the other way. Caught by Holt. Down to the 34-yard line. Evil Dead, you've got to share the story with everybody here. What happened in your order. This is hilarious. I mean, not really, but it is. Evil Dead, tell them what happened today. 3rd and 2 from the 34-yard line. 4 wide, everybody in tight. George under center. George hands off. Nope, play action. Throws downfield, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down. They were looking for Philip Lee. He overthrew him. And Carolina will have to punt. Yeah, the phone box with no phone. Oh, unbelievable. I'd be mad. Derek White back to punt. White gets the punt away. And it's fair caught by Jamal Banks at the 33-yard line. Dallas now will take over down by 6 with a chance to retake the lead. 6:55 left to play. Yeah, you can't make it up. It's funny, they sent the case, but they didn't send the phone. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Everybody in tight. Beck under center. 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws and caught by Plant. Picks up 3 out to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. 6:42 and counting. Here in the 3rd quarter, Panthers up 19-13. Dallas trying to retake the lead. Cowboys come out. Beck on the shotgun on 2nd down. We have a good crowd here for our final game today. Baxter on the carry for no gain. The Panthers are right there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Black Friday football. We had 2 college games earlier, and this is our 4th NFL game of the day. All the games have been archived to YouTube if you want to go check them out. Just look for Jammin' Sports on YouTube. 3rd and 7. Beck in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 27-yard line by Russ Snow, the safety, in his 3rd year out of Iowa. It'll be 4th down. It'll be a loss of 9. Boy, Carolina, they've come to play today. They're 3 and 10. They have nothing to lose, and they're playing like it. Reckless abandon by Carolina here today. Dallas will have it 4th and 16. They'll punt. Andrew Jamison will come on, the 5th-year punter at a USC. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. There you go. Jamison will punt. Gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at about the 24-yard line by Cunningham, who brings it out to the 27. John Cunningham on the return. So the Panthers up by 6 will have it 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 5:36 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We never established who the Panthers play next week. We know Dallas plays at the Giants. Carolina. Well, they play the Jets. I forgot. There you go. Everybody in tight. 1st and 10. George hands off to Holt, and Darrell Holt out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 6 before being tackled by Aaron Jefferson, the 12th-year defensive back out of Alabama. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. 5:20 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide for Carolina. George in the shotgun. Philip Lee in motion. George to Holt. And Darrell Holt to the 35. A gain of 2 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Under 5 minutes left now in the 3rd quarter. Panthers up 19-13. They bring everybody inside. George in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Single back. George drops back, throws, and it's caught by John Quick across midfield to the 44-yard line. 21 yards to John Quick, the rookie out of Georgia, and that'll be a Carolina first down across midfield. Finally making the tackle is Greg Phillips, the safety. Panthers now in Dallas territory. They can make it a 2-score game. George in the shotgun. George drops back, throws near side, and is caught by Jared Moore, the tight end, out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and 5. Second-year tight end out of Notre Dame. Under 4 minutes left now in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 for Carolina at the Dallas 39-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and caught underneath by Moore again to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6. First down, Carolina. If Dallas loses this game, they're going to be like the real-life Cowboys, choking when they have to win. It's a harsh truth. 4 wide, 1st and 10. George in the shotgun. George to Holt, and Darryl Holt picks up a yard to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Greg Phillips on the tackle. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left in the third quarter, to answer the question, the elephant in the room, why am I not using 26? Madden 26 sucks. That's why. 25 is much superior. George hands off to Holt to the 31-yard line. A gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Madden was headed in the right direction with Madden 25, and then they did an about face with 26. I can't stand 26. 3rd and 7 from the 31-yard line. George in the shotgun. Quick in motion. George drops back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Darryl Holt. Inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 12, and that'll be another Carolina first down. Renard Henderson on the tackle. The 4th-year linebacker out of South Florida. Panthers are looking more like the 7-6 team, not the 3-10 team. 1st and 10, Carolina from the Cowboy 19. George hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt will lose a yard back to the 20. As the defensive tackle, Philip Steelman, makes the tackle in his 2nd year out of Ole Miss. 2nd and 11 from the Cowboy 20. 1:50 left here in the third. Panthers come out 5 wide, empty backfield. George in the shotgun. George steps up, and George takes off, gets the first down, makes a nice move. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown run by Luke George, the rookie quarterback out of California, Berkeley. As Lord West joins us, just in time to watch Carolina go up by 2 scores. And the Cowboys are tanking when they really need to win. If the Cowboys lose, the Giants win the division, and the Cowboys would drop to 500 at 7-7. No, this is Madden 25. 19 doesn't work anymore, digital or otherwise. I don't know if you read the reports, but come January 1st, no PS4 game will work on a PS5 anymore. 2-point try for Carolina. George looking. And George gets in, I think. Did he get in for the 2-point? They're going to say he didn't get in. Well, he got hosed on that call. Panthers lead at 25-13. They're up by 12. It's a two-possession lead. How did he not get in? I'd review that if I'm Carolina. It looked to me like he got in. Oh, yeah. Just transferred him all over. Panthers lead by 12, 25-13 with 1:29 left in the third quarter. Cowboys down by 2 scores. We're in week 15 of the season. Oh yeah, he's still on the Redskins. They lost to the Eagles yesterday. There's the kick. Another short kick, fielded at the 16-yard line by Jamal Banks, and Banks finally taken down the 46-yard line. The second-year receiver out of Nebraska brings it out to the 46-yard line. Dallas with great field position and a chance for the Cowboys to get back in the game. Some lowlights brought to you by Bud Light, the queen of beers. I'm wearing that out. 1st and 10, Dallas at their own 46. Down by 12. They can get back in this game. Still a lot of time left. 1:23 left in the third quarter. Carolina has come to play today, even though they're 3 and 10. Beck in the shotgun. He's in his second year out of Georgia. Hands off to Baxter. And Baxter to the 49, a gain of 2 yards. We drafted him from college football 25. We didn't know he was going to go an extra year and play for the Hurricanes. So he's been drafted already. Now in his second year out of Georgia. That's because it is Carson Beck. 2nd and 8 from the 49-yard line in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck draws back. Looks downfield. Throws near side. Caught by the fullback, Taylor Burton, out to the 49-yard line. Oh, yeah, I took all those college football 25 players and put them in my draft going into this season. Well, actually, 2 seasons ago. 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. He got drafted by Dallas. Beck looking. Beck still looking. Steps up. He's in trouble, and he goes down at the 48. Still gains 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. I stole a lot of players from college football 25. Who do you want from 26? I'm still in the middle of my sim season with 26. We're in week 8 of the 12-week season. Cowboys will have to punt on 4th and 4 from the Panther 48-yard line. Jamison gets the punt away. He shanked it. Just a 23-yard punt out to the 25-yard line. Luke George will lead the Panthers offense up by 12 with 9 seconds left here in the third quarter. A shocker so far. Carolina up 25-13. 4 wide. No, I don't do freshmen. I just do seniors. They hand off to Holt, and Holt will lose a yard. And that's the end of the third quarter. Carolina up 25-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line, 4 wide. George in the shotgun. George drops back, throws near side. Caught by John Cunningham down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 5. No, I only use 40 of them. I have 5 8-team conferences. I only use 40 teams. It's a custom schedule. 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking. George steps up. He takes off. And George picks up the first down out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 23. I played 2 games earlier today. Texas beat Nebraska. And Texas A&M came from behind to beat, who'd they play? Oklahoma. The schedule and standings are down below in the panels if you want to check it out. The only undefeated team I have in college football right now is Auburn. They're 8-0. We have a lot of teams with 1 losses, though. 1st and 10. They hand off to Holt up the middle, and Holt to the 40-yard line. Yeah, I'm not going to use a whole 136 teams. I only use 40. 2nd and 3. It's an 8-team playoff in college. You have the 5 conference champions and 3 wild cards. Yeah, I still run Madden 12 in the background for my rosters. I bring them over. 2nd and 3 from the 40-yard line. George throws, and it's caught by Jared Moore, the tight end, out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 11. What I did at the end of my college football 25 season, I brought over the 100 best players, regardless of position, just the highest ranked players, and brought them over and put them in Madden 12 and did a draft. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Cunningham in motion. George looking. George throws and incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'd be tough to do. It's time consuming to do that. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Everybody in tight. George under center. George hands off to Holt. And Holt picks up 2 to the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9. If I didn't have a day job, and if I averaged 75 viewers and made partner, yeah, I'd have time to do that. I need to make partner and make some real money here. I could do a lot of whiz-bang things. 3rd and 9 from the 27-yard line. George in the shotgun. I'd quit my day job in a moment. Lee in motion. George back. George gets sacked. Back at the 30-yard line, a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 11. Steelman on the tackle for the Cowboys. Nah, I'm only going to use seniors. I think you should play all 4 years. I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school. It'll be 4th and 11 for the Panthers. They're going to try a 47-yard field goal. Chris Jackson going to put them up by 15. The kick is up. And it's good. He nailed it. And the Panthers lead it 28-13. A 2-touchdown lead for Carolina over Dallas. 5:05 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Our next football will be Sunday, a quadruple header at 6 Eastern. We hope you join us for that. We'll be streaming our D&D game live from the Rogan Raven tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time. There's the kickoff. Carolina up by 15. Short kickoff fielded at the 13-yard line by Jamal Banks. And Banks out to the 31-yard line. Dallas, they need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion along the way. They only have 5 minutes to do so. Cowboys always tank when they need to win. In real life and in Madden. The Giants are going to win the division now if the Cowboys don't come back. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Beck on the shotgun. Beck draws back. A swing pass to Baxter down the sideline, and Baxter out to the 42. A gain of 11. First down, Dallas. This is a shocker. Panthers winning. 1st and 10 for the 42-yard line. 4 wide. Beck draws back. Beck throws and caught by Charlie Marshall out to the 47. A gain of 9. First down, Dallas. I gave him his number from Georgia. We didn't know he was going to go a 5th year and play in Miami. That money is ruining college football. It really is. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. First and 10. Beck rolls out. Beck throws, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Charlie Marshall. The pass was broken up by Elijah Andrews, the second-year defensive end out of Arizona State. Second and 10 from the 47-yard line. Well, there's too many to name right now. Second and 10 from the 47-yard line. Beck looking, throws, caught. Coming across as Tom Plant. 4 yards to the 42-yard line. It'll be third and 6. Will Howard from Ohio State went to the Cardinals. I'm trying to think of some other players. Beck on third and 6. Throws outside and caught by Marshall out to the 39. A gain of just 3. It's going to be fourth down. And the Cowboys are going to have to go for it. Down by 15. Fourth and 3 from the Carolina 39-yard line. Beck on the shotgun. Beck drops back. Beck throws and caught by Marshall down to the 31-yard line. Actually, that's the tight end, Nick Stevens, on the catch. Out to the 31, a gain of 8. Keeps the drive alive. We're down to 3 minutes left. Yeah, he's a Cardinal in this universe. Jackson Dart is a Buccaneer in this universe. First and 10, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the tight end once again, Nick Stevens. It'll be second and 10. See, the Cardinals play later this week. No, the Cardinals have a bye this week. They won't play until next week. They play the Rams. Second and 10 from the 31-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Second and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws deep. And it's incomplete. Broken up by number 29, Russ Snow. Dylan Gabriel is on the 49ers in this universe. The Buccaneers. Third and 10 from the 31-yard line. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Throws to the near side. Throws it away. It'll be fourth down. This is our last game tonight, Lord West. This is our fourth game. It's almost 11 Eastern. We had 2 college football games before this. Fourth and 10 from the 31-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Fourth and 10. Beck. This is ball game for Dallas. Beck looking. Throws. And it's intercepted. Dwayne Smith in the end zone picks it off for Carolina. We'll have a quadruple header on Sunday starting at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We'll go over the lineup. It'll be Atlanta at Houston, Green Bay at Minnesota, and that's for first place in the Central Division. Detroit at Denver, and the Seahawks and the Raiders. The Raiders have to win to keep pace with the Chiefs. Those are the 4 games starting at 6 Eastern on Sunday, and then we'll wrap up the week on Monday. We'll wrap up Week 15 Monday at 8 Eastern with the Colts and the Browns. The Colts can win the division if they beat the Browns. And the Jets and the Bengals. Oh yeah, there's several. First and 10 for the Panthers. They'll have it at their own 20-yard line. With 2.5 minutes left, up by 15. This is a stunning upset. A stunning upset. We did not see coming. George in the shotgun on first down. They hand off to Holt. And Darryl Holt picks up 2 to the 22-yard line. You know that old saying, on any given Sunday, any team can beat any other team. Well, that applies here. It'll be second and 8 from the 22, and there's the 2-minute warning. Carolina up 28-13. Dallas will start using their timeouts now. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt a yard to the 23-yard line and bring up 3rd and 7. Kerry Rule on the tackle, the linebacker. Dallas took a timeout, 1:57 left. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Congratulations to the New York Giants. They are the Sim Season 36 NFC East champions. They have a 3-game lead on the Cowboys now with 2 games to go. George throws and gets it out to J.T. Franklin out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 13. And that'll be a Carolina first down. Dallas takes a timeout. They only have 1 left. Dallas is going to drop to 7-7. And their playoff hopes are now in jeopardy. And the Panthers will be 4-10. They're still eliminated. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hands off to Holt. And Darryl Holt 3 yards out to the 39. Dallas takes their final timeout. If you want to tune in to see our D&D games, we'll stream it live tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time. And then we'll be back with football on Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. Dallas now out of timeouts. Panthers come out 4 wide. George to Holt. They're keeping it on the ground. And Holt to the 45. He's at 91 yards rushing. He's had a pretty good day. A gain of 6 will be 3rd and 1. 1:30 left. A game the Cowboys had to win, and they come up short. 3rd and 1. George in the shotgun. Hands off to Holt again. And that's close. Does he get the first down? Yes, barely. First down, Carolina. And now the Panthers will just run out the clock. That's it. That's it, Viking. You got it. Evil Dead goes 3 out of 4 today. In the victory formation. George takes a knee, and they don't have to snap it again. Want to thank everybody for coming out. As the final seconds of this one will tick away as we finish 4 games tonight. George will take a knee if he has to. He doesn't have to. And that's ball game. Your final score, Carolina 28, Dallas 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you for football on Sunday. And join us tomorrow at 1:30 to watch our D&D game. Good night, everybody.